What do you like to do during the summer?
I like to go to the beach, sit in a cafe, and look at the sea. That is my favorite activity during the summer. Another great thing I like to do is travel. I try to go to a new place every summer. Many of my friends envy me because I get to travel a lot.
When was the last time you went to the sea?
It was actually last month. I have an apartment by the sea. I rent it out to people who come to my country. But whenever it's empty, I go there to relax, to get away from stuff. So last month I went there and I went down to the beach. There was a new cafe that opened when I went and I decided to check it out.
How are the summers in your country?
They are quite hot. They can get up to 42 degrees Celsius. On average, we are talking about temperature between 34 to 38 degrees. They are almost exclusively sunny. Maybe we have 3 days when it rains. And the summers can be really crowded. My country is a popular tourist destination, so a lot of people come during the summer.
Where do you like to go during the summer?
Like I stated before, I like to go to the sea of my country and I like to travel. In the last few summers, I have mostly traveled around Europe. I discovered Italy 5 years ago. I mean, I didn't discover it as an explorer, but I discovered that it is a great destination. Since then, I went to several other European countries and I wasn't disappointed. So I guess Europe is where I like to go during the summer.
Did you ever go to the mountains during the summer?
Yes, I went several times to the mountains during the summer. And I have to tell you that I really enjoyed it because the cool and fresh air was a welcome change from the heat of the town where I live in. I really enjoyed hiking to the mountains during the summer. There is something so relaxing about that.
You will have 60 seconds to prepare, and then you will speak for between 60 to 120 seconds. Start speaking now.
I participated in an online game competition. There was a tournament in which several teams competed. We are talking about teams of 5, and we are talking about a game where each person picks a hero, and then you have to play as a team and win against the other team. We could say that we competed for respect. There was no monetary prize. We just competed to prove that we are the best. This competition was organized by some students in the school I attended. I really admire what they did because it's hard to organize something like that. And I really admire them because they did something great because this video game was really popular. Sadly, we didn't win. We were immediately beaten by this other team. The unfortunate thing was that this team wasn't that good and they were immediately beaten after us. Me and my teammates, we were disappointed in ourselves. But what can you do about it? You can't always be the winner, right? Sadly, this competition didn't repeat itself. I don't know why, so I didn't have the opportunity to play against others with my team again. We really thought that if we got the chance to show our skills again, that we would have a higher ranking in the competition. We were not the favorites to win, but I think we could have performed well. I guess we will never know. What can you do?
How important is it to have a competitive spirit?
I think it's really important. I'm somebody who didn't have a competitive spirit actually, and that's why I know how important it is. If you don't have a competitive spirit, it is hard to achieve your goals, because you don't have the necessary energy and the necessary willingness to struggle to achieve those goals. A competitive spirit allows you to rise.
What lessons can be learned from taking part in competitive sports?
You can learn how to win, and you can learn how to cope with the loss. You can learn that life can be tough sometimes, and that you need to persevere in order to get ahead. I think you also learn that you don't have control over everything, that you need to take other people into consideration, and that you shouldn't allow them to distract you from your main objective.
Do you believe in the saying that it's important to participate and not to win?
I do. I see the benefit in that saying. But it's important to say that the manner in which we participate is also important. I think it's important for the people who take part in a competition to do their best, not just to be there. And if they don't win, it's not important because they gave it their all. So I think it's important to emphasize that you should participate with all your strength.
Is it important to maintain the Olympic Games in the years to come?
I think it's absolutely important to maintain the Olympic Games. The reason why I say this is because they bring people together, they promote healthy lifestyles, and they are simply a great addition. I get a lot of enjoyment from watching the Olympic Games. I think that a lot of people around the world feel the same way as well. And that's why I think Olympic Games should be maintained.
Should chess be considered a sport even if it doesn't involve physical activity?
I think it should be, because it has the most important element of a sport where you face off against an opponent. I'm talking about the song called Human Element. When you play tennis or when you box, it's not always about how fit you are, but how capable you are when it comes to standing toe to toe against somebody. And chess is like that. It's about making the smart move and handling the pressure that your opponent exerts against you.